In 1765, a famous philosopher got a beautiful new scarlet robe. It was elegant, and it was the beginning of his financial ruin. His name was Denis Diderot. Once he owned the robe, he suddenly noticed his old rug looked tattered. So, he bought a new one. Then, his chairs looked out of place. He replaced them, too. Before he knew it, he was drowning in debt. This is the Diderot effect. It's a psychological glitch where one new purchase creates a spiral of consumption. You think you're upgrading your life, but really, you're falling into what I call the invisible poverty trap. You aren't losing money because you're poor, you're losing money because your brain craves consistency, and today's economy is designed to weaponize that craving against you. The world's most valuable company didn't just build a phone, they built a psychological cage. Think about Apple. When you buy an iPhone, the Diderot effect kicks in almost immediately. Your old Windows laptop now feels clunky. Your cheap headphones feel disconnected. You don't just buy a phone, you buy the MacBook, the AirPods, and the iCloud subscription, all to make that first purchase feel right. Apple's genius wasn't just a tech, it was understanding that humans hate that feeling of things not fitting together. We will spend thousands just to make sure our devices match. They turned a psychological flaw into a trillion-dollar business model. They didn't force you to buy more, they just made your existing possessions feel obsolete. Now, just knowing this is interesting, but awareness is not an exit strategy. Knowing about the Diderot effect won't stop you from feeling that it's to upgrade your car the moment you get a promotion. To escape the invisible poverty trap, you don't need more willpower. You need a system. Because if you don't control your environment will control your bank account. Here is a 3-step system to turn the tables. First, identification. The next time you want to buy something, ask yourself, is this a standalone value or a spiral trigger? A standalone value solves a single problem. A spiral trigger creates 5 new ones. If buying a new camera means you suddenly need a new lens, a new bag, and a new computer just to edit the files, you're in the trap. Identify the spiral before you pull the trigger. Second, the 48-hour isolation framework. Never, ever buy a companion item at the same time as the main item. Buy the robe. Then wait 48 hours. The initial excitement will fade. Your rational brain will re-engage. If you still want that new rug days later, go for it. But most of the time, you won't. This is how you separate the rush of dopamine from the act of spending. Third, optimization. Automate your friction. Set up your savings to automatically transfer money out of your account the same day your paycheck arrives. If the money isn't in your visual field, the Diderot effect has no fuel. In business, you can use this by offering bundles triggering the effect for your customers, but in your personal life, you must build financial silos. A quick note for business owners: understanding these psychological triggers is a superpower. Use it to help your customers build better lives, not to bleed them dry. Ethical business is about creating long-term trust, not exploiting a short-term psychological glitch. The golden rule of money psychology is this: your net worth is determined by your ability to tolerate incoherence. You don't need your life to look like a perfectly curated Pinterest board. You need it to be a financial fortress. So, what was the one purchase that started a spending spiral for you? Was it a car, a house, a new hobby? Tell me in the comments below. I read every single one. If you want to master the psychology of wealth, make sure you subscribe. We're just getting started.